A wise man said, be the change you wish to see. And I've changed sure as shit, but the world looks the same to me. The apathy is spread around, no one cares, no one gets wound up about the hatred that I have found in each and every person in the world. Nothing to say, nothing to change, nothing to make better in this forsaken place we call Mother Earth except to make better for ourselves. The ignorance of the inhuman race has been slammed in my face time and time again, and I'm sick of the shit that I've been forced to embrace on a basis that is a disgrace. You see, regular in the halls was that, hey homo, go suck a dick. And I'm through with that. I can't put up with that shit. So come out and say it like a real man would. I am now, yeah, it's true, and man, it feels good. Because there ain't no way like venting in verse, except to scream loud every goddamn curse. And the racists and the sexists, go die in a hole. Go screw yourselves, assholes, you're out of control. The hatred you spread can't be measured in rhyme, but I'll see y'all in court. Get ready for time. And the radicalists laugh like they're enjoying this shit, but hold up, you're next, get braced for your hit. I'm sick of the shit that you pulled in my life, causing stress, making strife on the edge of the knife I could use to cut the lot of you down with. But I use words because they'll eat away at you, and you won't sleep because you know what I'm saying is true. No equal this and equal that. Don't believe me? Call me up on it. I'd love to chat. Any arrogant men that put down on girls, who the hell do you think you are? We share this world with the same rights and freedoms as the women you steal from and rape and hate, and oh, that's ideal for you? Screw you. They don't deserve it. They did nothing wrong. Unless they're the reason for writing a song like, I'm lost and found in your arms. That's bullshit, I say. You caused the harm. But I ain't here to get personal guilt, to call out the names of the guilty or innocent. That's not my claim to fame, and though I agree that I often proclaim the world is such a beautiful place, let's not get carried away by the make-believe world that I've been living in. I blame the government for half the reasons that this poem begins with a quote by a man who died in vain. And I've not complained for a long time like this. Hey, I'm inhumane too. Or maybe insane, but I just don't get all the ways that the world's gone to shit these days. And when some days I think to myself, what can I do to give back and make things right? Is it right? No, it's too late for that. The world's going nowhere, just spinning its song like it's done all along, and it's the people that prolong this experience of destitute hate and dismay that I've been feeling of late. And lately I feel that all I can feel are the senses and thoughts of the people around me, and the senses control me and the thoughts overthrow me to the point that it doesn't matter anymore if I have been a fool or not. I see what I've got and what I've been given, and I'm stricken with guilt that what I have not has not been given to the world. I'm sick of the girls who expect me to be their prince in shining armor. That fucker ain't me. I ain't some blonde-haired little backstreet boy toy that you can just throw away. It's the girls like you that give women a bad name. To myself, I betrayed my one and only value. And the boys that hate girls in school every day are the guys that give me a bad name. Because when I play the man that I want to be, that's me when I'm true, I get blamed for the shit that I ain't put girls through. Now, I could rant on about a million of these things because the world's full of beautiful, broken dreams, but I wrote this piece because the world needs to know, this is real. You people ain't at a show that ends at 8 p.m. No appearances made by people like God to save the day and ride away like a father figure on a horse of gray, because there ain't no white horses where I come from, and the grass is always brown. I'm sorry, I'm solemn, but the world, yes, you put me in this state. Taught me these new feelings I've been feeling of late. And though I feel distant, far away, there are things I still don't say, and that's because I'm afraid of you monsters out there that discriminate. I blame you for the war in Iraq, not the poor souls who were told to attack. They might have been scared or unsure of themselves in a way that I can't describe, but why try? I know that line just defied all the lies, that it's oil and religion taking these lives of young men and women with sand in their eyes. But that's just another topic on my list to attack. How about poetry? Guess I'll take a crack at the many ways I express my emotion and pain. Every single one the same. Oh, woe is me and pity my name. You heard that, right? Matt Fleming is surreal, you liars exclaim. Don't tell me this piece was a waste of my flame I use when I spark ideas to engrave notes on a computer screen filled with the thoughts of a madman in shame. It's pathetic and unoriginal, but I understand my place. Now, all these things have been said before in different ways, and though I implore you to try and take a stab at me, I'd be amazed if you could, like I've just done to you. Remember what I said. Make sure that you value every word of art you write. For the one thing that I know to be true is the love you must have for yourself to survive. To look in the mirror and be sad to say, this world's never changing. It's always the same. These lines are repeating, and though I'm feeling strained, I ask myself every day how I got this way. Now, why am I stating this awful cliche? I was told to write beauty today. Now I'm up late at night using the light to write all the things that I see black and white, like the hatred and mistreatment of man. But what really keeps me up is the low hum of the fan blowing in my face late tonight. So now that I spent this time slamming all you, what goes through your mind? What will you do? Hate me so strongly for calling you out? Or do as I do and cast the world here in doubt? It's your choice to make and you'll do as you do, but if the world never changes, does it matter to you? I want to share with you all the story. And I want to assure you that I have permission from the individual that this story occurred to share it. Unfortunately, much of this story is unpleasant and for some, perhaps difficult to hear. Sometimes, though, these are the most important stories about overcoming adversity and beating the demon that is mental illness. Although the content of this story may be troubling, I can assure you that it does have a happy ending. This is the story of a friend of mine. We'll call him John, who suffered at the hands of depression, and despite every odd against him, found hope in the belief that he could go the distance and find happiness in a world he once felt was broken. This is John's story. When I was in grade 11, John and I went on a school trip with our music department for a competition in Orlando, Florida. Accompanied by approximately 100 of our closest friends and peers, neither John nor myself could have prepared ourselves for the events that would occur. You see, for years, John had expressed frustration with a world that he believed was filled with injustice and inequality. A world where discrimination and antagonistic behavior ruled his daily life. For many years, John experienced bullying. Actions that furthered his belief that he could do nothing but drown in the suffering and do his best to ignore the people that perpetuated the attitudes that caused his depression. Now, I believe at this point in the story it is important to mention the pervasiveness of mental illness. It can impact anyone. You see, John had a family that loved him, friends that cared for him, success in school, and talents in a variety of extracurriculars. The afternoon before a competitive performance in Disney World, the happiest place on earth, John made the ultimate decision to take his own life. Despite lying about a stomach sickness that would prevent him from attending the performance, John had planned something that would shake the lives of everyone around him, especially mine. With a note on one arm and tally marks on the other for every pill that he had ingested, John prepared to say goodbye to a world full of cruelties, until he was saved by those friends that loved him so deeply. You see, after time in the hospital and a return trip home with his family, John started down a path that would ultimately lead to his salvation. He finally found a place where he felt like he belonged. This was a solace in music. You see, music and lyrics became an escape from a world full of indecencies and injustices. Music became the home, lyrics became the outlet. It's funny, people often talk about events in their lives that happened at a much younger age as, practically having happened to somebody else. They may use an alias or the excuse that a story happened to a friend of mine, when really they are just talking about themselves. John is not actually a friend of mine, and if we're being honest, I'm doing a lot better now. Trust in yourself and those around you to be there when you need them. Trust. Confident expectation of something. Hope. Hope that is transformative and allows you to find love. Love. Still, as of yet, undefined. but exactly what I needed to find, Brock.